Howdy everyone, this is Nutz. You are watching episode 3 of Kleines Land. Hopefully you'll stick around to see what happens. Well, guys, it's a new day, episode 3, loving it, digging it, gotta have it. Yeah, we got some new equipment. Yep, we did. As you can see, we have a spreader. You know why? There were contracts. I couldn't help it. It just was eating at me. I had to get them. So what we ended up buying really quick, here we'll go to the garage and take a peek. We did end up getting this plow. We had leased this one before. I broke down and just bought it. There is a plowing contract, so we ended up getting that guy. This is the other little doozy that we end up getting. We can't go ahead and get it. As you can see by the resale value right here, it didn't cost very much, so it's not bad. Not bad at all. It's got 18 meters, allows you to go at 11 miles an hour. Super small tank. But what are you going to do? What are you really going to do? Oh, boy. So that's what we're rocking with right now. Oh, that's right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the contracts, because this guy's almost done, it's looking like. Yep, 79% done. Hot dog. So we picked up these two contracts and this plowing one. Oh, and that reminds me, while we're here, I had to turn that down right at the end last week. Or not last week, the last episode, and I never turned it back up. So now we're back up. Yeah, right here. This is where I want to be. So we're going ahead and taking care of this guy right here. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and... Oh, shoot. Stop. No. Huh. Helper C has completed a task. Well, you're not done. You're not done at all. Well, I guess I'll finish this part up while I'm continuing to talk. A couple things that I've done so far here. Let's see, turn that back on. A couple things I've done here so far would be, if you guys remember, I did install auto drive, as you can see by the icon right here, so I can talk with my hands by going like this and pointing you over here. Oh, well, I figured, you know what, we do have auto drive on. We might as well set up an auto drive route. I mean, it just makes sense to do it that way. So currently right now I have an auto drive route going from the farm, which I actually have to label that point, but I have an auto drive from the farm to the shop and back. Alright, good, we got that contract done. Let's go to field 3 really quick. Get that off of here. So you'll be able to see a little bit of it right here. Currently I just have it set up so it's going into the farm. I haven't labeled which one that is, which we can go ahead and do that right now. And what I'm planning on doing is, I'll explain this in just a second here. What I'm planning on doing is having an in and an out for the silo right there too. So if I need to send somebody over, or helper over to the, sorry about that, let's go ahead and take care of that right now. So if I need to go ahead and send a helper over here, auto drive, to like dump wheat or something like that after I get done harvesting a field, I can just send them right on and over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and label this particular one, and depending on what you want to label, which point, you can see the little red indicator line, that is showing you the closest point on the system. And if you go ahead and click on this, the name, it'll go ahead and name that particular point that you have the indicator on. We're going to go ahead and name this one Farm Yard. There we go. Looks good to me. Alright, so let's get over to field 3 and we can keep looking at what we're doing. So you see how this path is purple or blue, depending on what it looks like to you. It's a indigo. I don't know. We'll call it purpley blue. This little purpley blue line right here indicates that you can send an auto drive worker either direction on this. And if you notice up here how this is turned green, well, now you actually have to, I can't get out, because you get out, they disappear. So I'm going to hop back in here. You'll notice how they have, my little pointer over here, arrows pointing in certain directions. That is the direction that the vehicle will travel on. It will not go the opposite direction. So for this, I have it going up to the shop. Once it pulls into the shop, I have a couple little purpley blue lines in there. And then at the exit of the shop, I connect and I bring it back down this way. So that on the main roads, you know, it makes sense to have them drive on the right side. These roads right here, I'm the only person that drives on them, so it's not the end of the world if I go ahead and do that. So I'm going to quickly take a look at the map here just to confirm that is not the right button. The map. There we go. Okay, that's field 2, so I was going to go ahead and start fertilizing the wrong field. That's not cool. All right, let's get over here and start fertilizing this. But this will give us an opportunity to kind of wander on down over here and look at some of this. I mean, this field looks super cool, and I like kind of the detail back over there. We'll have to wander back over there at some point, and that is just neat. I've pointed this out on a different gameplay that I am doing on Twitch right now. I just love this. This is just neat. This old pump like this. Oh man, it'd be really cool. I don't know if this is a filling station. I'm assuming it probably could be because of this. But I think that's just super cool to have something nifty like that on there. I don't know. I just think it's cool. I mean seriously, you take a look at that. I mean, you need a tetanus shot just looking at that thing. But that's just a neat little feature. I like that thing. All right, let's get back over to field 3. And we'll get rocking and rolling on this really quick here. Come on, helper, you can do it. And like I said, it does have an 18 meter, this spreader does have an 18 meter throwing of the seed rate. I don't know how, the fertilizing. There we go. Perfect. So I probably could have gone a little bit farther, but that's okay. But that'll give me an opportunity. This is the first stream after my first video and second video, I think it is. Yeah, both videos have come out. So I just want to say, hey, it's great. I love it. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. And thanks after my very first episode. Jason Donnelly commented, subbed and like, nice job on the vid. Can't wait for the next one. Well, tell you what, Jason, I appreciate it a ton. Hopefully there's more and more to come. Oh, that's the type of support I love. It's great. I appreciate it. I can't say it enough. It means a lot. It really does mean a lot. And anybody out there watching, bring your friends, tell your friends, tell them, hey, you know what, this guy's got it going on. You should come watch him, or at least say, hey, this guy's a clown. Don't even come. Oh, either way, do something. I don't care. All right, guys. I'm going to finish up with this contract and the plowing contract, and I'll probably bring you guys back in once I'm done. Howdy, everyone. Welcome back. As you can see, we are on field 2. Yeah, we're on field 2. We completed all of our contracts, the 2 fertilizing and the 1 plowing. I kind of got stuff set up. You can kind of see over there. Ooh, let's see. Let's see here real quick. Yes, okay. That's what I was doing. I knew... Actually, turn time up a little bit, too. We kind of ran into a little bit of a lull, so I got stuff set up and prepped and ready to go over here so we can harvest our very first field. Yes, yes. And I decided, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh my gosh, there's a fertilizing contract popped up. It's only $900, but you know what? Why not? We might as well. We have the power. We have the capability. Let's do it. So that's what we ended up doing here. I'm actually going to unhire this guy. and pick up the last little bit, and then we'll go over and get our harvester rocking and rolling. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great, absolutely great. I'm really kind of curious to see what kind of a yield we're gonna get off this field. I mean, because it is soybeans not an incredibly high yielding crop, but still, I'm very kind of curious. Just because we started taking care of the field, we started doing the necessary upkeep on it. So I am kind of curious to see what would end up happening with that. Alright, contract on field 2 has been taken care of. We'll go put this thing away. And yeah, we'll go put it away, and then we'll get over there and get our harvester up and running. Boy, I shouldn't have done this. I should have just gone around. I was kind of taking care of things, and I think I'm going to go like this. I think I know where the home is for this guy. It's a small spreader, so it can pretty much fit anywhere we want it to, but you know what? Right here is where it's going to call itself home. So that's good to go. Let's head over there, and we will look at our harvester. Oh, shoot, that's right. Get this, let's see, get this off here. There. Now I don't have to look at that stuff. All right. Oh my gosh, look at the soybeans. Yes, I'm super stoked. Super stoked. Yeah, like I said, I was getting stuff set up over here, ready to go, and I was taking a peek, and oh, golly gosh. I mean, we had the opportunity, so we did it. Alright, let's get this hooked up. Get off this view. Turn this guy off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually get real close here. I noticed last time that this actually was kind of hard to hear, so we'll go ahead and we'll turn... There. We'll turn this up a little bit here so you guys can hear this, and then we'll go ahead and turn it back down, because this thing just, oh, I chuckle every time. I mean, you see this thing, it's, oh, decapitations were aplenty. I tell you what, it taught you real quick where you should and should not stick your finger. That's for sure. All right, let's fire this baby up. I love it. I absolutely love it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and actually turn that back down just a little bit here. That we don't need it blaring on us. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll hire a guy here. And I just wanted to talk to you for a second. I downloaded a couple mods before. And we'll go ahead and take a peek at them really quick. Oh, good. Already the yield is much better than what it was before. That's good. That's really good. Oh, perfect. Now let's see if I can find them really quick. I know one of them was a manure spreader. Ooh, where is that technology? Come on, baby. I know one's a mower. I know one's a mower for sure. This guy right here. This is brought to us by our good friends at... Oh, jeez. Who the heck... I am drawing a blank. Polycount. Good lord, I'm sorry about that, guys. Good friends at Polycount modded this bad mamma jamma. It's a nifty little guy. We're definitely going to be getting this guy. It meets our requirements right there. That was one of the things that we ended up getting here. Oh, goodness. Where is the other thing? Oh, man. Tedders. I think we got it. No, we didn't get a tedder. We got a windrower. But I didn't put the windrower on. Oh, man. Well, I'll have to make sure I put that windrower on. And where is the last guy? I knew it was a manure spreader. There. Oh, like, there's two manure spreaders. So we have this one, which is a manure and fertilizer spreader by the Polycount team. Super neat, super neat. I haven't had the opportunity to use this one yet, but boy, am I ready to. That's for sure. There's that, and a kind of a smaller version of it, manure spreader. I'm psyched. I'm psyched. This definitely 64 horsepower. This definitely fits in our wheelhouse of things that we can use. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, Okay, so if we come over here and take a look at this, looks like this back area right here. I'm going to pop the map up a little bit here. Oh gosh, that was horrible. I'm sorry. Let's go like this. I think this will be a better view for us. pH. Yeah, pH, we don't really need that. That's not what I want. Yield. So if you take a look at this here, it looks like this section is sitting right around 75, 80. Well, that's 80% yield. That's good. And it looks like we were able to get this portion up to 100% yield. Now, I think if we go ahead and lime this next time, which is part of the reason why we got that spreader, if we get the lime, I think that's going to help us out. That should be able to jump everything up to 125%. That's going to be great. I'm super stoked for that. Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait to see how this all turns out. Let's see the lands real quick. 45,000. I don't want to do that just yet. What I actually think I want to do. Yeah, what I think I actually want to do really quick is I think we're going to repay $5,000 of that right now. I mean, I could have paid off 10, but I want to pay 5 off because I think we may end up. There's an outside possibility. Okay, guys, let me just rephrase it. I'm paranoid. I believe something could go wrong, so I always like having just a little bit of cash in the bank just instead. Oh gosh, well, what's going on here? What is going on here? Well, I'm not sure what's going on with this. Oh boy. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this guy all taken care of, and I'll bring you back in when I have this all complete. Welcome back, everybody. We have finished our harvest. Oh my gosh. There are beans coming out of our ears now. So we're just going to go ahead and park this guy. Oops, doodle, we didn't see that. Nothing happened. Nothing to see here, folks. Oh yeah. I'm just going to tab over, if you don't mind. It'd be different if I had like 10, 15 vehicles, something like that. But I got 2. All right, so we ended up getting 6,048 liters of soybeans off that field. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. Now, I took a look at prices when we first started doing this. The price for this one was over 1,800. It is dropped now. I mean, barely over 1,800. It's dropping, so it's no good. This is pretty close to what it was, so I think we are going to go ahead and sell up at Mule. Also, I forgot we had our canola that I think we're going to go ahead and sell at this price. This isn't the best price in the world for canola, but it's pretty darn good. So we'll go ahead and we'll sell off the soybeans first, and then we'll go ahead and sell the canola up over there. And one thing we're going to do is we are going to finish a route. I started creating a route going up there to Mule, but I stopped it at the shop. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to click on shop and have her go, but I'll stop it prior to that happening. Excuse me. Yeah, we went and let's take a look at contracts. Ooh, there are a couple contracts. I'm going to accept them all. I'm greedy. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it. We got to make money, guys. We got to make money. Oh, man. There are things we got to buy. Things we got to buy. All right. So I'm going to pop that back on so that I can go ahead and edit this. Which, you know what? I think on one of my other gameplays, I am running into an issue where I'm constantly accidentally clicking on these and moving them. I got to remember to go ahead and click on that so it stops that from happening. So just a quick little, this is how you do it. It's like I was pointing out before, how it has that little marker right there. If you want to go ahead and create a new route, you have to make sure you're set up where you want it to pick up at. Like if I wanted it to start at this point, I'd make sure the point was right there. But I want it to start right there because Mule is just up the road. And then at that point, we hit record, and it'll go ahead and keep rocking and rolling right there. So like I said, I just want to create a route up here to Mule because it seems like there have been pretty darn good prices up here at Mule. Some vehicles are coming. We're going to wait just a second. Let them pass. Be good little citizens and not smash into them. Oh, come on now. Come on. Come on. There we are. Close. Alright, so let's get this guy in here. And when setting up, this is one thing that I like to remind people. When you're going ahead and you are dumping off your loads here at a sell point, you usually want to have your sell point, or the point that you go ahead and label passed. If you're going to have larger trailers and everything, we're not going to worry about that. So we're going to set this thing up right here. So this is, I just want to see this really quick here. How is that? M-U-E-H-L-E. Okay. So, all right. Okay, and the reason for going ahead and doing it like that is if you have a larger trailer, you want the vehicle to be able to stop on here and then go ahead and dump. And if you have it, let's say if you were to put your point right here, well, your trailer is actually sitting off the sell point and it won't dump for you. So that's why I always go ahead and try and keep it ahead. Oh my gosh, would you look at that? 10,820. Oh boy. Yes. Oh man, that's nifty. I like it. I do. I really do. That's a good. Oh boy. And that wasn't even a full yield off that crop, or off that field. We didn't max out our yield. That is great news. Oh man. I love it. I absolutely love it. It doesn't seem like much, but on a tiny map like that, when you can make that type of cash. Alright, now what I'm going to do real quick here is I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to back up to my last point. I'm going to left click on it, and then I think that's where we want to attach it. And then I just left click again. Perfect. So we're going to take him to the farmyard. Perfect. Alright, so that'll get us up over there and we'll be able to look at things. While we're right here and we have some cash in hand, I would like to go ahead and fertilize that field. Not fertilize, lime that field. Lime the field. I apologize. Where's the lime? Not in the screen. Good Lord. Alright. Come over here. We click the lime. And I'm gonna... Yeah, we'll double that up. Just... I tell you what, this is just a classy mod. I love this thing. Absolutely love this thing. As you're going ahead and taking the lime off the stack, the clear saran wrap, or the clear wrap, slowly slides down. It's really, really neat. So we'll pay attention to that when we go ahead and get to that point. Back, back, back. Alright, cool. He's here. Let's go ahead and get this. And the next thing that we're going to do... am I there yet? No, we need that for the chickens. Canola. Perfect. The next thing that we're going to look at getting here is we are going to get a front loader on this guy. Now you might be asking yourself, why do you need a front loader? That makes absolutely no sense. Well, what ended up happening a while ago, I had this particular, that spreader that we have. It's a super long, a super small thing. So what I decided I would go ahead and do is spread the world. Spread fertilizer all over the entire world. Take a bunch of contracts. Just try and make some money. Well, I knew that spreader was not going to be able to handle the workload that I was going to use. So what I ended up doing was I ended up getting a bucket and a front loader for, all right, 8,807. That was a pretty darn good haul too with that. So what I ended up doing was I ended up filling up my front bucket full of fertilizer. I went out and about, started fertilizing, and then next thing you know, I'm looking at my fertilizer tank and it's empty. Yet I'm still spreading. Well, what's going on? What ended up happening was having a front bucket on this thing and having the fertilizer in it acted as a tank. So I could go ahead and run the fertilizer, and once that ran out, it would just start taking it from the front bucket. I thought that was the cool. I had never heard, never seen anybody do that before. So I was pretty darn stoked when I seen that. And after that, I started testing it out. Well, was it just that tractor? Because I was using a modded tractor, modded bucket. The spreader's a modded spreader. I didn't know what was going on. If that was the case, or if there was something else going on, no clue. But come to find out that it works with, I went and used all base game stuff, and it still works. So, if you guys are having a small spreader of whatever variety, and you have a front loader, you can go ahead and use that as a storage tank for your lime or for your fertilizer. Pretty neat, pretty cool. It was just one of those things I stumbled upon by accident. So what I'm going to go do now is I'm going to go get that setup that I was just talking about. I'll load that right there. And I will meet you out at the field. So everyone, I forgot I was going to show you the plastic sliding as we load. I already loaded up the actual spreader. Now let's go ahead and load up this guy, the bucket. This is the CSZ bucket. I think it's not the I think it's the universal bucket. I'm not sure, but it holds 2,000 liters. So let's go ahead and load that thing up. Which I was actually kind of thinking this bucket could also double as a front weight, since we really can't get a front weight for this guy. But if you take a look at that, you see all the stuff that's happening there. It's going down nice and neat. Oh my gosh, it's just slip sliding all over the place. How about them apples? That's pretty darn slick. Alright, whoops. Let's see if this thing can handle this. Alright, so we're now we're gonna head back over. So this is what I ended up getting. I ended up getting the stall front loader, and I just had to paint it Massey Ferguson red. Why not? We're driving around into Massey. We might as well. Unfortunately, this spreader does not give you the option of changing colors. I wish it did, but it does not. So we are just going to leave it as green, and I'll frankly just have to be okay with it, I guess. Oh, boy. Alright, so we'll drive on over here. Probably... Ooh, let's see here really quick. Let's check out these chickens. I thought I seen we might have a second box in here. No, we don't. We have one box. It's only 78 liters. Crushing it. The box is about half full, so it's going to take a while to fill that thing up. We're not going to get rich, that's for sure, off of the chickens on here. That's a guarantee. Oh, man. Alright, so we'll get up over here and we will set a helper up to make this thing happen. And I'm hoping that I hope we don't go through all this line. But I'm hoping that we do get far enough so I can show you guys what I was talking about. Alright. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, so if we get down underneath 2,000 liters, we will have gone through everything in the back, and we will have started to dip into the bucket supply of lime. And as you can see, we're easily going to get over that amount. And that's just the way it's going to be. This field is just sucking the lime. But because it is precision, any place that you slow down or anything like that, it's not going to be spreading the lime in that area. So it's kind of nice that way. All right. Oh, she's a beaut. So we're getting down there at 24,000, 23,000. And right about now, we should be running out. And as you can see, it has transferred over and it is now taking lime from the bucket. The back portion, oh, come on. The back portion, the spreader, is this guy right here. And the bucket holds 2,000 liters, and that's what it's starting to take off of. Like I said, I completely found this out on accident. This was not intended. Uh-oh. Oh, we were slipping there. We're slipping. We're a little front heavy now. Oh, man, that happened before, too. When I was harvesting, it missed a spot. Boy, what is going on? I had this issue over here before where there was something weird happening on this field. I'm not sure what it is, but here, I think I'll just go ahead and... What are you doing? Okay. Okay. That's not cool. I guess I'll just take over and I'll handle this. Oh, man. Before we do that, let's see. Do we got any more contracts that have popped up? No, we just have these ones. Yeah, it's got those ones right there. That's not the end of the world. Alrighty then. Where am I? Let's see. Turn that on. Well, I shouldn't be doing that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Perfect. And as you can see, because I'm driving over here on this stuff, it's not counting it. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. Yeah, see, that's one of the things I think is really cool about precision. I wish that would be something... obviously, it forces you to be a little bit smarter about what you're doing by not just giving in and having you do everything that is needed. I should say automatically just being smart about your fertilizer or your lime. It really kind of digs into it just a hair. Oh man, this isn't going to be enough either. Maybe if we wouldn't have got stuck on the tree, maybe this, maybe that. I don't know. Well, that was close. That was very, very close. And you know what I think I'm going to do? Man, what... yeah, we'll go over and we'll grab just that last little bit. Alright. We'll take him to the shop. Worst case scenario, we give ourselves the ability to at least bring the lime over closer to the farm. So it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it is what it is. I think what we're going to end up doing here, guys, I think we're doing pretty good on time, but I think we're going to end up cutting her off right about here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I didn't really mean cutting her off. Oh, good Lord. Well, that's not what I meant. Oh, guys, you know what? I think this is where we're going to go ahead and call her. I'll go ahead and I'll take care of finishing up that lime. I'll end up taking care of those couple contracts that we got. One thing that I keep on forgetting to tell everybody, turn the notifications on. If you like what you're hearing, smash that like button. Please subscribe. It helps me out. It does a lot. Oh, good Lord, here we go again. and when you guys are going ahead and doing that, make sure you turn on the notifications. That way you guys know what I'm on. If you like what you're hearing, oh, goodness gracious, guys. Thanks for stopping by.